Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with The Sopranos. Last time around we had The Wait. I still want to make that Cowboy Bebop reference. You're gonna carry that weight. So, I watched the Netflix version of Cowboy Bebop, the live action one, and they made a joke of like, I'm not gonna carry that weight. That show sucked. The original was great. I have reactions for that on the channel. Anyway, yeah, there was an escalating feud between Johnny Sack and Ralph, which nearly resulted in Johnny and Ralphie both taking each other out, basically, but everything kind of smoothed over. And yeah, that was basically, that literally was the entire plot of the episode. Also, Furio wanted to convert his garage into a guest house for his parents, because he doesn't need a garage, so. As another side note, but this one a bit more related to The Sopranos, I've been watching Hawaii Five-0 in my personal time with my folks and everything, and recently we were in the 5th season, I think, of Hawaii Five-0, and guess who shows up as a recurring guest star but Michael Imperioli, I believe that's how you say his name, or Christopher. And yeah, it's cool. So this is around 2015 that that season came out. So it's 10 years ago now. But he's great. He's like this Hawaiian hippie kind of. Well, he's not really Hawaiian. He's not native Hawaiian, but he's there. He's kind of a hippie barber guy, and he has some interesting episodes with McGarrett. So, but it's just cool to see him, and he's like way more chill. He's not losing it like Chris is constantly. Although Chris has been a lot better this season, I think. So that's at least good. But yeah, just a little fun fact. Just because I saw that, I was like, it's Christopher, and it's great. It's great that he's there. So. Anywho, that's it. That's all my updates. But. Yeah, I guess we might as well just jump right into this episode of The Sopranos. Here we go.
Hello. An FBI phone.
Oh, okay, she's having a bad dream.
I must have been on a cell phone range call.
Your accountant didn't reach you?
Oh no,
AJ said he talked to you
she's
for
losing it. She's seeing things.
Ginsburg didn't call me.
Oof.
Janice, hi.
Hi. Listen, I can't stay. I just brought Bobby Jr. a couple Xbox games a friend of mine burned for him. Jojo! Hi. Wow, what are you doing here?
Back when you could so easily pirate games. Or if anyone cared to, I guess. You certainly can now, but...
I just want you people to leave me alone. How many times I have to tell you? I don't know anything. You people are just trying to scare me. Nobody's trying to hurt Christopher.
What was he doing in Yonkers last night?
Oh no, a thing you know.
Tony would never let anything happen to Christopher. They're cousins. He loves him.
He loved Pussy Bomb Pinzero. What happened to him?
He went in the witness protection program.
Dwight? Went into the program?
No.
Know anything about that?
No.
I think we would have heard. Your Uncle Richie. Suppose he's in the program too?
He is.
Johnny Sack almost went to the program.
And you know what we were talking about? About the little creatures?
Good luck with that.
I mean it.
Fuck you.
See, I feel bad. But they are the federal government trying to do their jobs. Although, in a lot of situations, maybe that's not a great thing.
Well, that should be your area of focus, if possible.
I don't feel so good.
Guys, this isn't working.
We don't have that kind of money on hand right now. Things are tight. Don't you read the papers, the economy?
It ain't gonna get any better.
Maybe you should try holding her back. Keep something for the finish.
Horse is a front runner. She likes running up front.
Well, so what if she don't win?
Don said, finish, Tony. All due respect, I'm inclined to defer to the experts.
Me too.
All right.
Murph, 350 oven for 20 minutes, just so it's hot. And if you have some egg noodles.
Go bring the car around.
Did you just take that from Bobby's place?
I'm getting my
Why?
jacket.
But this thing with Bobby, he needs help with those kids.
He needs help? I'm on trial for my life here.
He's gonna get through this.
When? I'm waiting like patience on a monument.
He lost his wife, dude. He's a single father now.
But present day, if something unforeseen should arise, divorce, say, that type of trust is irrevocable. That means it can't be changed. You have to petition the court, and even then, there's other ways to go, such as an inter vivo or living trust.
Here they go.
Meh.
And they're off.
Come on, baby! Here we go. Come on,
Out of the gate, it's Vision Be Mine, Miss Ray Ray and Zucker's mother going for the lead. Yeah, boy, right there on the outside.
Yeah,
Bioline
boy.
Settling into
Hate this fucking pygmy.
moving into the turn.
What's
It's
he
Zucker's
doing?
mother and Miss Ray Ray neck and neck. Vision Be
Oh, this is a
Mine,
terrible
followed by a
thing for
lane
Ralphie. He
Bioline
gets
back.
too angry at everything.
Move on the outside, it's Biomai with a tremendous push. Biomai with tremendous speed.
Come on, Pie.
At the top of the stretch,
Let's go.
challenging Zucker's mother for the lead. Biomai and Zucker's mother. Biomai and Zucker's mother and head for home. Biomai pulling ahead. Biomai with speed to burn, and it's Biomai.
Let's go. Oh yeah, baby.
You are not going unthanked. You? I'm giving a taste of my win.
Oh, Tony called it really well.
Hey, it is. So this coming behind, this was a fluke?
This man here, he knew. We all get lucky.
Meh.
Nah, right is right, Anthony. Fluke, Escalade, whatever the fuck. I'm giving you your taste.
Oh, your money's no good.
I insist.
Hmm.
You ran your race.
Ralphie is willingly giving you money. I'd say you go for
End
it.
of story.
So you got those papers for me to sign?
Brian's?
Yeah, I told you I talked to Ginsburg. Got a pen?
Anthony Soprano, that is wonderful.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, there's one more.
Oh, I'm not gonna sign that one. We don't want to get locked in.
To what?
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Excuse me?
It's the government, calm. You gotta be flexible.
What? You're just saying words.
Mary and Joseph.
Come on, calm, be fair. I gave you 2 out of 3.
You gave me?
That was the wrong thing. It was going so well.
In here, hon.
What's she doing?
What are you doing in bed? We got dinner with Tony and Camilla tonight.
Oh, I can't go. I'm sick.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I got chills and a fever.
Well, she's trying. She's trying to avoid it, which is good.
What's going on, Bobby? What were you supposed to do?
Union business.
What's going on?
Selection coming up, that's all.
Bobby?
I'm the one that should have been in that car. Not Karen. Junior's been so good to me, and I'm letting him down. Fuck him. He only thinks of himself, selfish old fuck.
Listen,
I don't care if I live or die.
we lose that luxury when we have children. I remember my son Harpo. When my husband left us, I had both barrels of a shotgun in my mouth. But then just one thought of Harpo. My little boy without his mother.
I guess this is helping. I just don't trust Janice at all.
Okay then. Now will you eat something?
It's just like it's so weird. All the words she's saying are good, but like the way she's got this weird creepy smile going on. What's going on?
Short race like this, let her blow them away.
Yeah.
Well, foolish that I am, I'm gonna play some bets.
They're all in line. And they're off.
All right, here it goes.
But here comes Will Camille from the outside. outside, cutting into the gap. Blue challenging. He can't get you, baby. Butchie just can't beat Pile Mine. And Pile Mine is Squire first, Blue Camille for
Let's
second, and Bennett Barber third.
Don't choke on your lunch.
Damn it, I bet to show.
What'd you win, $5? My financial advisor.
This is it. Anthony, once again, your horse wisdom is not going unappreciated.
Tony the Horse Whisperer over here.
Pile Mine is owned by Inez Munoz and trained by Lois Petit.
Here's a little more. Yeah, a little bit more. Tony, come on. The whole thing, jeez. Ralph, you shouldn't have given him money in the first place. I guess he's the boss and he did it right, but still. Now you're in trouble, Ralph. And it's all your fault.
I heard he's got 184's vote. I think it's a mistake.
Pension's been ripped off for the last 25 years.
I'm sure you guys got grievances. But Dick Hoffman, who do you owe this guy? It's all talk. He's out of touch with reality, Dick.
Wait, the election's already
You think if push
coming
came
up?
to shove,
Well,
I'd give a fuck about you?
2004.
I know what you're trying to do.
It's
You look like a smart
a little
guy.
early.
I got kids that depend on me. Like yourself.
They're totally
And
talking
to
about a
waste
different
my votes
election.
on somebody like Dick Hoffman, I might as well put a bullet in my head. Here, here, and here.
I don't think you get that many shots, but yeah.
Somebody could have it in for you. You wouldn't know.
Who?
I don't know.
What the fuck kind of shit is this? Who told you that?
Nobody.
Fucking negative shit coming out of your mouth. I had that fucking bird watching me when I got made. I'm already under a, what do you call it, possibly. So stop
Oh yeah, the
with that.
bird.
Stuff could kill you, I read.
Fuck that.
The fuck you think cheese is? Mold.
Oh. That's just unfortunate. Poor guy. Just wanted to eat his nachos in peace.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Guy is like Mr. Rogers.
I got a rot in that courtroom.
Eh.
The prosecution outlined how accounting practices
fuck?
so commonly
What?
practiced did not
What
follow
kind of
the
likeness is
definition.
that?
If they were great artists, they'll be in a museum.
Eh.
I took care of the thing. Last night.
The guy, you saw him?
Him and 184 won't be a problem.
Good.
Good.
Him, Janice?
She's been wonderful through all this. Looking after Bobby Jr. and Sophia, bringing dinner over the house.
Janice?
Eh.
She's a pretty good cook.
Since when? Everybody steers clear of her food.
Nah. She made lasagna the other night.
Sweet sausage? In little pieces? And a layer of basil leaves right underneath the cheese?
That's right.
That's Camilla's lasagna.
She's just
Talking
trading
about-
foods back and
Always think
forth.
the worst of everything.
The cops and the feds don't know about it. Probably in time they will. Until then.
Would testify that post office box number 206 was registered to and paid for by one Ira E. Barrett, who resides at 43 Bellingham Boulevard, apartment 4B, Paramus, New Jersey.
He's too concerned about the artist.
Okay, look. Patsy Parisi, he goes to White Plains all the time. He gets these suits.
Suits?
Yeah, suits. Some guy came in and Patsy went out and got him a bunch of suits. Boss and stuff. Half dozen.
See? How hard was that?
Yeah, but what did you get from that?
What I think we should do, you know what I'm saying? I think we should switch her shoes to those titanium ones that Heshy was telling me about. They don't weigh anything, so they're good for a tender hoof.
Sure. Why not?
Ralph, sell this horse to him and go get a different horse. He has taken complete ownership of your horse.
Oh,
The horses stink, and the lady, she says to
oh,
call
who's
you.
this?
Mr. Roadhouse, the horse is very sick, and she says to call because they needed the
Wait, slow down.
The horse is sick, the bio-mine.
Oh,
How bad is she?
he said cold, Tony.
Where are you going?
I'll go out.
It's raining.
Ralphie Cifaretto's horse is sick, and they can't find him. So somebody's got to go down there and pay the vet.
Down where?
A racetrack.
It's a racehorse?
Yeah.
So why do you have to go?
You bought a racehorse?
No.
No.
I didn't buy it.
He appropriated a
The
racehorse.
horse is sick.
He has probably connected more with this horse than any other character in 4 seasons.
Purple light in the canyon, that's where I long to be with my friend, just my rifle, pony, and me.
Okay. I guess I can also write down What the hell is it called? I guess we'll just say insurance. There. Now I have 4 notes for this episode. Well, I'll give him credit. That is kind of a mood, isn't it? Just sitting there. The sound of pouring rain. With a horse, a goat, and a cigar. Oh, boy. Probably on some level, every person on Earth wants to just go live in a little house somewhere in the wilderness away from everybody else. And just forget all the crap of the world. That was entirely Ralph's fault, by the way. That was his own damn fault, you know? Because Tony probably wasn't expecting anything, really, you know? And if anything, Tony should have just placed his own bets, you know? Tony should have just placed his own bets. Now, granted, he's the boss. The boss. He is the boss, and it was his advice, so I understand why Ralph did it. But he shouldn't have done it. Because you do it once, you'll do it again. And then he ended up giving him all the money. All the money. Then he got bitter and mad about it, and then he refused to pay the vet, and the horse almost died. But that was pretty much brought on by himself, you know? It's not Tony's fault that he's actually really good at predicting and betting on horse races, you know? Not even betting on the race, but just, you know, knowing how the horse should be, you know, driven, I guess. How it should be handled. You know the thing, because you guys have been reiterating this in the comments, and it's perfectly fair that you do, but the fact that, you know, these last 2 seasons have been so more episodic, even though the first 2 seasons were very episodic, like, there's not a through line plot with these episodes anymore, like there were in the first 2 seasons. Like, there was a bit in season 3, but I mean, this season there's pretty much nothing. And that's okay. That's okay. But it does make me look at all the notes and think, what is really going to carry over to next episode? You know? And I don't know. I mean, I guess there's some ongoing things. There's June is on trial. Bobby is depressed because his wife died. And then there's the whole insurance thing, the whole life insurance thing with Carmela. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. Like, okay. And I guess there's also the Adriana thing, but I don't know. I ask this every time. Where are we going with this? And then I get comments saying it's more episodic and it's not really through-line plot lines. But they are through-line. It's not one through-line plot like with Tony and June, Tony and Richie, Tony and, I guess, Jackie Jr., you know? But like there are plot lines that are continuing from episode to episode, but it's just where are we going with this? I guess they have finally figured out something to do with Janice. I don't know. She's basically had nothing to do for a while. Like, I guess 18 episodes? 13 episodes last season and 5 episodes in this season. Like, I guess they finally figured out what they want to do with her. Because pretty much since she came back at the beginning of season 3, she has had no purpose at all. She just is there, you know? She's there, and that means the actor can get paid, you know? I mean, it's the same thing of, like, you know, sometimes I think, like, you know, Meadow's story has not really progressed any, or why didn't Meadow go to Berkeley in California? Well, because then we couldn't keep paying the actor, you know, that would mean losing that actor, basically. So, keep that in. Keep in me messing up with an ice cube. Not even ice cube. It's a little ice shard. Anyway. I don't know. Like, is this horse thing going to continue at all? Probably not. Like, the biggest thing of the episode, I guess, the major plot line, I guess, I don't know. Is that going to continue? Probably not. I mean, that felt more like the episode, like the episodic story, you know? Like, that'll be in this episode, and they're probably not going to bring up the horse thing again. I don't know. I mean, we have Adriana, who is just having problems. I get that the feds are doing everything they can to build, trying to build a case, trying to get this stuff, but Adriana as an informant is, I mean, but I guess they did get something out of her, so she should have left Christopher in season 2, you know? So Adriana's doing her best to avoid everything. Janice is being Janice. I don't even get it, because, like, what is she going for here? Is she going for anything, or is she just being Janice, you know? Like, she's helping Bobby, but I mean, she's kind of, like, worming her way into his life, into his family. It's just like, why are you doing this? I don't know. And I guess that's it, though, is that she's literally worming her way into his life for some reason. And in order to do that, she has to bring meals. Well, she's not a cook, so she's literally just stealing meals from different houses and moving them, you know? Like, she took that meal that Jojo brought and took it to June instead, you know? Then she stole a meal from Carmela and then brought it to Bobby, you know? And now Bobby sees it. I think. But, like, again, it's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing with this, you know? So there's that. Meanwhile, Bobby, you know, it's the whole, you just gotta put it behind you and move on. It's just like, I mean, his wife died tragically, you know, but I don't know. But he did get up, he got back to work, and I guess maybe it cleared his head a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure he's still sad, but I mean, I guess it's something. Back on the saddle, he went and got his job done. June depends on him, you know. June does depend on him, so. But yeah, it's like, what are we doing with Janice? What are we doing? I don't even think Janice knows what she's doing. She's just being Janice. And then there's Carmela. So, you know, it's interesting when he was talking to a Ginsler. he started talking about like, oh well, if you get a divorce, it's gonna be a complete mess of doing that. For a second, I thought he was gonna get kind of mad, like, oh, you saying I'm gonna get a divorce? Are you implying that I'm actually gonna get a divorce? But he didn't do that, He didn't do that. But I'm like, the way he had like this look, he had like this pause and this look on his face, and then he quickly was like, oh, the horse race is starting, so let's go watch that. He diverted the subject. It's like, I'm almost wondering if he's thinking more like maybe she would do that, Maybe she would do that. Or at the very least, there is a non-zero chance that Carmela will divorce him, and thus he can't do that last signature, And then, Carmela's pissed. Carmela is mad at Tony, and Tony is frustrated with her. In other news, water, wet. I mean, at least this whole thing with the insurance is a little different, but I mean, it is one of the things about this show where I just, especially with his family, where it's just like, how many times can I see this, How many times can I see, like, I understand that this is a story, like, the show is about the lives of these characters. But at some point, you gotta write a story that progresses to a new point. And there's a part of me that thinks we haven't really done that in a while, Like with Carmela, like with Meadow, it's just like, where are we going? What are we doing? What is the next objective of the story with these characters? Because otherwise, I'm watching the exact same scenes every week, At least this, to its credit, is a little bit different with the whole insurance thing, and Carmela trying to get him to think about their future, even though he thinks like I understand, like I get some of that. It's like, that's at least a little different rather than just being generally mad with Tony. At least it's a specific thing, and I'll give it that. But it's just like, okay, and where are we going now? We've been on this whole life insurance thing, this whole just life insurance. Think about our future. What if something happens? We've been doing this for 5 episodes. Okay, now what is the next point of that? Because unlike stuff with like Adriana, like we haven't had this whole Adriana thing pretty much since that episode. That was like episode 2, so it's been a little bit. We had a little bit of a break from that. Now we're bringing it back. Here's a bit more with that Adriana plot. And okay, that's great. But pretty much every episode this season has been about this whole, or has had this. It's included this Carmela life insurance, think about the future plot line. But again, it's like, are we doing anything with this? Like, what is the next objective of this? Because if the next objective is Carmela is mad at Tony, I've seen that now for 40 episodes. There's gotta be something else. I do this every episode, and it drives me crazy. Probably drives you people. You people, sorry. Probably drives you guys crazy. But it's just like, I do this every episode. And again, it's like, I'm really enjoying this show, but it's just like, what is the next plot? Honestly, Tony going to a racetrack, I mean, it's different, but it's like, if anything, it's Tony and Ralphie have some problems. Stop me if you've heard that before. At least this time. Granted, this time it is all, even though it kind of was last season too, it's like, this is all Ralphie's fault. Like, just don't do that next time, I don't know, man. And what the hell is Janice doing? I don't know. They've just been giving her a paycheck for 2 seasons now. They have no idea what the hell they're doing with Janice. At least now maybe they've got something, and maybe we'll see that, But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see if what comes of it. But honestly, it's I guess it makes sense so that it's like there's all this like chaos stuff going around, chaotic stuff that's happening, in the episodes, and just at the end, just take quiet moment, the rain, the horse, the goat, a cigar, you chill, I guess. So I guess that is a bit poignant. It's making a point about something. I'm not sure what it is, but it's something. So, I don't know. What are we doing next week? Guess we'll find out. That is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Sopranos reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.